From Bauchi to Cross Rivers markets, from Asaba's legacy factories to Lagos's power grids, Nigerian enterprise is moving forward. And behind these stories stands the Bank of Industry, keeping its promise to transform industries, empower communities, and build prosperity for the future. This is BOI Impact, where economic strategy meets human stories.
Hello and welcome. I'm Sena Miyamoto. The Bank of Industry's strategy for Nigeria's economic growth seeks to promote our exports while substituting imported goods, as well as industrializing more and more businesses. All of this will create jobs, lots of jobs. Unlocking our high growth potential comes with a responsibility to be inclusive and sustainable, to empower youth, drive agro-processing, revive legacy industries. Each week on BOI Impact, we bring you the proof of this mission through real people and real businesses. Coming up today, showcase stories of agro-processing, retail expansion and industrial revival across Bauchi, Cross River and Delta. We bring you insights from BOI's North Central Regional Manager, breaking down what it takes for entrepreneurs to qualify for support. Our main feature, Powering Prosperity, will spotlight electricity infrastructure out of Lagos. And your news wrap highlights BOI's work and impact activities. It's a packed episode. Let's get started.
For over 30 years, GBC Murphy has been a household name in Asaba, producing cleaning products and air fresheners that brighten Nigerian homes. But aging machinery slowed production.
This is our factory we have been using before. It's a factory that gives birth to a bigger factory in Ota. And you can see that there's equipment here. We want to upgrade it to the standard that is obtainable in manufacturing company.
BOI intervention is now helping this veteran company retool, ensuring it not only returns to full strength, but also births new ventures and jobs, as it did before.
We are into household domestic use, such as air freshener, body spray, car wash, tiles cleaner, toilet wash, and the rest, all for household use. And this is industry that has been in over 32 years in the market, being one of the strongest in time of household use. We have been number one. And it's a product that even the users can testify that indeed in the market, it is something that's commendable.
BOI, in collaboration with them, this facility has been in existence for over 30 years. And this facility gave birth to other facilities which they have outside the Delta states. They are looking to bring back production back to this facility. So that was why they approached BOI to help them facilitate their machineries. Again, we thank BOI and we thank the federal government initiative for making this possible for them. A growth for a member company is a good for the states and it's a good for the country.
GBC Murphy is living proof that old companies can learn new tricks, and that BOI support helps legacy industries power forward. Saidu Ahmad Multi-Trade Nigeria Enterprise is proving that big ambition can thrive in a modest setting. Through the federal government's MSME Intervention Fund, Saidu secured multiple BOI facilities to expand his agro-processing venture.
A gidanmu ni kaɗai ne na shiga wannan harka. Yawanci gidanmu 'yan kasuwa ne. Amma ni kaɗai ne kawai nake aikin sirfe da nika. Kuma ni abin da ya sa na shiga wannan harka saboda harka ne a cikinta wanda jama'a da yawa suke iya raina ta suna ganin karamar sana'a ce. Amma kuma in dai kana yin ta ko kuma kace za ka yi ta, in dai ka yi hakuri ka sa zuciya, to ana samu. Kuma Allah zai taimake ka akan abin da ka sa a gaba. Da ina injin wani ne muna aiki tare da shi. Lafiya ba magana ba notice ba wani sanarwa ko na ba, kawai ya zo ya ce min to shi kawai rana tsaka kawai yana son injinansa. Bai ma ce min dai sayarwa, bai ce min ya bani notice na lokaci kaza ba, kawai ya ce yana bukatar abinsa. Hankali ya tashi, aka yi na bashi haƙuri, aka daddane shi dai yaya dai duka abu da ya gagara. Haka dai aka rasa yadda na yi, kuma gashi ina da iyalai, ina da wasu a ƙarƙashi na duka muna tare, to aka zo aka rasa yadda na yi. Ƙarshe dai bayan da aka iya dole ya zo ya cire abinsa, kawai aka rasa yadda kuma za a yi, babu yadda za a yi. To shine wani ya kawo wannan shawarar akan cewa ko da mu je can ɗin, kuma ikon Allah da muka ji muna koka musu suka yadda. Gaskiya wannan kuɗi ya kawo taimako wuce tunani na gaskiya, saboda ya kudda ni a wani ƙangin da ban yi tunanin zan iya fitansa a nan kusa ba. Saboda gaskiya na yi ta tunanin yadda za a yi a samu a yi, Allah bai yi ba, amma ana samu kuma sai Allah ya sa wasu abubuwa da aka tsallake wannan matsalolin.
This place here, it helps the community. Unlike me, I live very close to this area. And when I brought my things here, they don't waste time. And when you come to pick your things without delay, you collect your mail or maize you brought here easily. And you can see even the queue are not much here. The moment you come, they attend to you. And you'll be able to feed your family with your food on time without delay. Today, every one of us, we need food to feed ourselves. And when there is no grinding engine or machine very close to you, you find it difficult. Most of the food, you have to bring it here for peeling or for grinding for you to be able to eat. So it's helping the youth also. Both the old and the youth will come here to grind and to peel for us to be able to eat. If they employ the youth, it helps the youth to get job. Because most of them, now, instead of them roaming about, they are here doing one thing or the other, and at the end they get their little change, which will help them to sustain them.
Gaskiya ya yi taimako sosai, don da sai mun isa har can bakin kasuwa muke samun yi nika. Amma kawo shi nan kusa dai ya taimaka sosai gaskiya. Yanzu ba sai mun je da nesa ba, a nan kusa za mu iya kawo nika mu zo mu yi kuma.
A ainihin kasuwanci da har ga Allah mun ga ci gaba ne babba. A taimakon madaki kan gaskiya ya bayar, tunda gashi nan abubuwa da yanayi abubuwan da ke tafiya na mu'amala haka, tunda da ka zo kawai idan ka zo ka ce masa kana so ka fara fitowa shago, zai ce maka a tukunna ka je ka turo babanka inda a tabbatar da gaske kake yi. Idan ka turo babanka aka yi magana da shi ga abu ga kaza dokokin da ka tsara na shago, ka bi dokoki ko ka daina zuwa shago. In ba za ka bi dokoki ba da a dakatar da kai. Gaskiya a rayuwa da ya taimaka wa mutane da al'umma da dama da yawa a unguwa, ba ma iya ni kaɗai ba ya taimake mutane.
Gaskiya ni bank of industry ba abin da zan gaya musu sai dai godiya. Na gode da wannan kara da suka mana. Na gode gaskiya, ni kan na shaida sun mutunta mutane kuma suna mutuntawa duk wanda ya je kuma za a mutunta shi. Dan ni ganau ne ba jiyo ba. Ina zuwa ba wani gwagwarmaya ba wahala ba komai, wallahi cikin sauki Allah ya yarda ka samu. Da haka ni ba abin da ranga musu sai dai godiya. Allah ya saka da alheri, Allah ya taimake mu ya taimake su duka.
What began as a small grains outfit now moves tons of produce, creating jobs and strengthening the local value chain. In Cross River, a small trader expanded her humble food stall and secured firmer financial footing by adding palm oil to her retail business. With a 50,000 Naira presidential conditional grant scheme support facilitated by BOI, she's now a trusted supplier to her community, adding that much more value and fueling commerce.
When I started, I was not having all these food items you're seeing behind me. I just started 1 or 2 items. But as the grant came, I was able to use it to buy 25 liters of palm oil, which you can see on display. And from then henceforth, it has really helped me that I've never lacked palm oil in my shop. I was not really expecting this when it came. After applying, I had faith in God, believing that it would come true for me, and it came true. And it boosted my effort and made me joyful in pursuing my dreaming. So I'm using the opportunity to thank the Bank of Industry. I'm saying thank you for giving me such an opportunity and making me to grow in my business. God bless you and continue to increase you and expand the source where this money has come from. Let there be more increase in Jesus' name. And I also pray through this avenue, many others like me will come up just like I am and get more better to the Bank of Industry.
Nano business like this one may be small, but their impact is profound, and the Bank of Industry knows it.
We are here for the 75 billion federal government MSME clinic. This is not the first time we are doing this clinic. This clinic can be on, but today's own is to actually come with my people to ensure that we address the challenges some of the applicants or the benefit they are having, because we discovered that we have gotten a lot of approvals and the disbursement has not been the traction we expected in the disbursement, and we are not getting that traction. That is why, in conjunction with the Office of SA to the President on MSME and Bank of Industry, that is the reason why this clinic is going on. Like when I was giving my presentation, I read that even in FCT alone, we have secured about 662 approvals to enterprises, and a lot of people are here now. My people are actually attending to them, because some people also said they have challenges in submitting their form online. But what I have told them now is that if you have challenges in submitting this form online, the Bank of Industry will also make it easy for some of us that, okay, you can come to the office with your physical document. What you just need to come to the office with is your application, your valid ID card, your pro forma invoice, your 6-month bank statement for the people that are already in the business, and the details of your guarantor. With that, we will be able to secure approval for you. So that is what we are doing. That's why we are here now, to sensitize people. This awareness has been going on. Even now that you are here in FCT doing this, this is simultaneously going on in other 6 states. And it was done in other 6 states previously again. So we will ensure that this cut across all states so that people can benefit from this facility. Because the government really wants people to take advantage of this facility, and so that they can scale up their business. Because after this, the government is even ready to add to these funds, so that people that we're doing now that are in, if you are in micro, we want you to grow to small, we want you to grow to medium, and probably be a large enterprise. Like a journey of 1,000 miles starts from somewhere. Even for people that said, okay, we that are not in the business, what can we do? You can come as a new entrant, because we also support startup with these funds.
Infrastructure is one of BOI's 6 thematic pillars for driving growth, and it commands a fair amount of the bank's support. And electricity is a vital infrastructure backbone in the larger scheme of things. Without reliable power, industry stalls. Out of Lagos, Welbeck Electricity Distribution is rewriting Nigeria's power story.
Well, it's been a rough and a smooth journey at times. In December 2016, we commissioned our first IPP, which supplied power to a couple of industrial customers in the Ladipo area of Lagos. That was our first IPP. From then, we moved on to our second, which is in Ojota, where we supply power to M.A.N. and a various cluster of other manufacturers. Over the years, we've added 2 more sites, one at Apapa, one at Oregon. Our sites are all gas powered. We use natural gas produced here in Nigeria to generate electricity and sell to our customers. We've grown from having 2 customers to having about 25 now, most of them manufacturers, but all of them commercial entities. What we are solving is the deficit of power experienced by most manufacturers and commercial entities in the country. A lot of manufacturers and data centers, businesses that have sensitive power requirements, can't afford to have fluctuations in the quality of power or to have changing over of state utility to private generators. So they look out to companies like us that can supply them power on a 24/7 basis. So our customers are able to trust us and to rely on us for a stable source of power. So at each of our plants, we have more generators, more gas generators than we actually require at any one time. So that means that if there's an issue with a generator, or if we need downtime to service an engine, we have others that are still running at the site. So having that redundancy is very important. Again, having a redundancy against gas outage is important. All of our sites are connected to the gas pipeline network.
Okay, we are here in the control room of the power plants, where we have a SCADA system which you can use to control the engine and also monitor the operation of the engine.
So at each of our sites, we have a CNG backup. So which means that we have the infrastructure that's able to receive compressed natural gas, which we can use and receive gas on CNG on trucks anytime there's outage in the gas pipeline network. What BOI has helped us to do is to purchase engines ourselves, and this allows us to operate and maintain the engines in-house. We have the in-house capability, we have the experts that are able to do this, and we've seen a great improvement in our operations and also in our efficiency. Agreco were very useful for us, for our business, as we were growing in the early stages where it was more difficult to access credit. But once we got to the point where we were more bankable and were able to reach out to people like BOI, we found that buying the engines and then running them ourselves has been a lot more beneficial for us and for our business.
You're welcome to Welbeck Electricity Power Company. It's a transformer where we have the generators being connected to a 6.6 megawatt plant. So we go in from here now to the power plants. Here we have the transformer, we have the generators. So here we have 6 generators here, and each generator is rated 1,450 kVA. So it's a 24/7 power plant with no interruption. We take out the generator, we do our maintenance, we bring it back online, no interruption. Everything works perfect, smooth. You just sit there in your house at the comfort of your zone without even experiencing anything that is happening here. All you don't see is your power, 24/7 power, continuous power.
With BOI support, the company is extending power lines, stabilizing supply.
BOI has had a measurable impact on the capacity of our business. We've been able to expand. It's a much more sustainable business. M.A.N. and our other major customers also recognize that we're a much more sustainable business when we own the critical infrastructure that we use to generate electricity. So BOI has helped us immensely.
I work as an operator here with Welbeck Electricity. My skill set have been improved. We service transformers, we service generator sets, we do routine maintenance on generators. We also change parts of generators as well.
From homes to workshops, power means productivity, and BOI's intervention means scale. A brighter, more sustainable future made possible. In Abuja, the National Stakeholders Dialogue on Power in the Health Sector gathered policymakers, energy experts, and financiers to tackle one pressing question: how to keep Nigeria's hospitals reliably powered. BOI's Executive Director for Large Enterprises, Ifoma Uzokwala, joined the high-level conversation on financing solutions, outlining how development finance can unlock sustainable energy for health facilities.
When I say collaboration, I know the government is doing a lot. There's the PVAC. For us, we're working with a lot of multilateral agencies and other international TFI to also see what we can do in the health sector. The African Medical Center of Excellence was just launched. We were in that project. So a collaboration would do a lot, because you've all talked about blended financing and all of that. That's very important.
Her session highlighted concessional lending and credit instruments as vital tools for bridging Nigeria's healthcare power gap, underscoring BOI's commitment to infrastructure that drives both industry and social well-being.
Banking the health sector and power and article equities infrastructure required a lot of patience capital. So it's not going to be business as usual. It's not going to be regular source of fund to fund this kind of project. So you find that we, BOI, we're also doing a lot in that space. So we have the climate financing that we're trying to attract. That is also going to address energy needs. So we look forward to doing that. We also talk about bankability. That is important, because I met today, a lot of people would say they don't know how to access this fund. They can't come to BOI, or BOI is for a special set of people. And I just want to say that no, anybody can walk up to BOI, get whatever funding they need. Where you're not even bankable, we also have structure put in place to ensure that you become bankable. So we have what we call the business development partners, which will pay part of their fees actually. We also have a lot of training capacity building that will work on with some of our development partners also. So all of that is put in place to ensure that funding is made available. A lot has also been said about PPPs, and that's something we do. So we usually identify the private sector investor in a project and fund that person just to make sure that we reach places that ordinarily we cannot reach.
In Abuja, from the National Stakeholders Dialogue on Power in the Health Sector, this has been your BOI Impact News Wrap.
Today, we've seen the power of enterprise. We've followed a cross-river trader scaling food retail with palm oil, a household products factory returning to scale. We also shone the light on electricity as a backbone of economic growth. Now, this episode is ending, but you can learn more about the bank's work and how BOI can support your business when you visit www.boi.ng. Follow us on all our socials or call 0700 call BOI. Remember, every time you buy Nigerian, you help build Nigeria. I'm Senam Yamotosho. See you next time on BOI Impact.